Dear Diary Month 7 Compilation. A Miraculous Ladybug Fanfiction written and narrated by Mira. Opening and thumbnail image by Evart Andem. You can find a link to the artist in the description box below. Go give them lots of love, alright folks? If you haven't already, don't forget to check out the previous 6 months of the Dear Diary compilation. While all of the days are available individually on this channel, I also compile them all into months to make it easier to binge watch. Again, you can find a link to those in the description box below. If you haven't already, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment in the comment section. If you don't know what to comment, put "I want ice cream." And if you don't want ice cream, substitute your own favorite dessert. Now then, please enjoy Dear Diary Month 7 compilation. Dear Diary, why is July so hot? I'm roasting. It's not like this in South Africa. Can I move there for the next couple of months? Still, there's an interesting development with the burner phone Cat gave me. He doesn't reply with text messages, only GIFs. Does he think he's cool for doing that? Funny, perhaps? I mean, it does make me laugh a lot, but still, not sure what he's going for. Maybe he couldn't find the right time to stop and now it's our thing? I'm not sure. Anyway, it was a nice, lazy Sunday. I'll write again tomorrow, diary. Marinette. Dear Diary, Ollie and I went to the pool after class today. It was fun, and we even got ice cream afterward. Sure, the water was nice, but Cat Noir must be rubbing off on me because I spent a lot of time sunbathing, to the point that Alia teased me about it. The sunlight just felt so nice, you know? Of course, when somebody nearby got akumatized, she wanted to stick together, but I gave her the slip as usual. It's getting harder and harder to do that. Anyway, I'll write again tomorrow, diary. Marinette. Dear Diary, I was curled up on the couch today rewatching Beauty and the Beast with Cat Noir when I realized he smelled like coffee. Apparently that's where he went after club activities. He didn't say what sport he plays, but whatever it is certainly helps his performance as a superhero. I'm good as Ladybug, but I don't have the kind of flexibility and precision he does. I'm happy I fight long distance with a yo-yo instead of brawling with a baton. I wouldn't be as useful if I had his powers. I also wish I could train with Tiki to use the new powers Master Fu cooked up for us, but I also want to save them for an emergency. Oh well, unfortunately, I'm sure I'll get the chance sooner rather than later. I'll write again tomorrow, diary. Marinette. Dear Diary, all I want is some ice cream. It's too hot to function outside, and we don't have air conditioning due to some wiring issues. Cat Noir jokingly suggested his place until I slugged him in the arm. If only. Sure, we're friends and all, but there are limitations when your best friend wears a mask and has to keep his identity a secret from you. Honestly, I have to wonder if I'll find out his identity as Marinette or as Ladybug. If I ever do, of course. I'm not planning on it, but if he's able to get my guard down, I see it happening. Too much to think about. I'll write again tomorrow, diary. Marinette. Dear Diary, I saw Cat Noir fist bump my dad today, and I swear it gave me an out-of-body experience. There are some things that simply shouldn't happen, and that's one of them. I love both of them to death, but no, please don't. At least, not in front of me. In other news, Cat brought me coffee, but it's like way too late at night to drink it. It's turtle-flavored, which makes me raise an eyebrow. Did the flavor of the day happen to be his favorite, so he wanted me to try it? I'm not sure. Oh well. I'll write again tomorrow, diary. Marinette. Dear Diary, Alia got me to go to the gym with her, and it was quite the workout. I thought the class would be too hard for me, as she's been going for months now, but my work as Ladybug must be paying off because I was able to keep up without trouble, and I'm not too sore today. I would like to invest more in my physical health, but I don't have the time between school and ladybug duties. I've run late enough as it is, so why give myself something else to worry about? I'll write again tomorrow, diary. Marinette. Dear Diary, Cat and I had an Akuma fight today at a construction site, but it still feels like I'm coughing up dust. Gross! I hate spitting, but I must have done it at least a dozen times today. It makes me grateful to have a shower. Like, I know the suit kept me clean and all, but I still felt the need to scrub down afterwards. Oh well. I took the opportunity to condition my hair, so it was a win anyway. Anyway, I'll write again tomorrow, diary. Marinette. Dear Diary, I pulled an all-nighter last night for a contest I'm entering. I had to design a new outfit for Ladybug, and although I know it's ironic, it was also quite fun. I mean, my actual outfit is practical, but it's nice to look at it through the lens of a camera. Then again, working with spandex is an absolute pain. I sure hope there aren't any other Akuma victims tomorrow. I already dealt with 2 of them today. I'm off to bed, diary. Good night, Marinette. Dear Diary, I slept through my alarm today. I suppose that's to be expected, all things considering. That's what I get for draining my body's energy supply like this. That, and I had another Akuma victim pop up in the middle of the night. Ugh, I was barely able to make it in by dawn. Speaking of dawn, Cat Noir must have snuck in around that time. I found a note from him on the chase with a breakfast bar for me. I wonder why. I'll write again tomorrow, diary. Marinette. Dear Diary, I saw some cute #Lady Noir art today and laughed a little too loudly at it. Cat was in at the time, and he rolled his eyes at how funny I thought it was. If only they, or even he, knew just how close Ladybug is with Cat Noir. Of course, I'm not going to spill that secret anytime soon. Some of the art is impressive. I have to roll my eyes at all the photoshopped kisses, but there are times when I see something and I mistake it for something that could have happened. Anyway, I'll write again tomorrow, diary. Marinette. Dear Diary, all I want is a back rub and a pint of ice cream. Our kitten was more of a squirrel today. It's cute to see how much energy she has, but it can be a bit off-putting at times. Oh well. There are days where getting woken up by the sound of clawed feet racing across the floor are worth it. With that said, my parents are hosting an event here in the bakery. I wonder what it'll be. They haven't talked to me about it much. Anyway, I'll write again tomorrow, diary. Marinette. Dear Diary, my parents are bustling with some kind of event, and they won't let me know what's going on. Apparently, I need to focus more on school and studying. Don't they realize not knowing is more of a distraction than anything they could possibly be doing? I miss Cat Noir. It'd be nice to curl up with him on the chase and just watch a movie or something. Anyway, I'll write again tomorrow, diary. Marinette. Dear Diary, I must have food poisoning or something. I woke up at 1 a.m. this morning and I couldn't figure out why. My tummy was upset and it's been like that all day. I kind of hope I throw up just to feel better. In other news, Cat dropped by again. We just chatted on the balcony for a while. Nothing too serious. It's been a bit since we were able to catch up. Or maybe it just feels that way? I don't know. I saw him a few days ago, but still, time flows differently when you're saving Paris. I'll write again tomorrow, diary. Marinette. Dear Diary, Cat Noir made a kissing joke today and I slugged him in the arm for it. I was out with Alia picking up some things for my parents and we just kind of ran into each other. Literally. Alia doesn't know about the extended relationship Cat and I have. I mean, she knows we've spent time together, but not as much as we actually do. I'm a bit nervous to tell her, to be honest. Who knows what she'd do with that information? Also, good old nameless kitty fell asleep with me last night. What a good furball she is. Unlike the cat that makes kissing jokes. I'll write again tomorrow, diary. Marinette. Dear Diary. Ugh, can you say tired? I watched Manon today, and while I love her, she certainly wore me out. It's a shame adults don't have as much energy as children do. Then again, I'd get way more done with that energy, so I guess I'm kind of jealous. That, or I'd go stir-crazy. Oh well. I told Cat about Manon when he stopped by today, and he looked really bummed out. I guess he wanted to play with her too? I think the only time they've met was during an Akuma fight, so I don't know why he was looking forward to it so much. Oh well, it's all speculation, I suppose. I'll write again tomorrow, diary. Marinette. Dear Diary. It was a rainy day today, so I was a bit surprised when Cat showed up. My parents gave him a towel and told him to shower off the storm, but something tells me he's the kind of guy who likes the smell of rain. Scratch that. He definitely is. He's sitting on the chase right now talking about how he was splashing in puddles with some stranger kids. That's just like him, isn't it? Anyway, I'd better go give the cat some attention. I'll write again tomorrow, diary. Marinette. Dear Diary. I'm fairly certain Cat Noir has a cold from playing in the rain. He denied it, but he had a bit of a cough today when he dropped off a new collar for the kitten. It was from his new line of cat accessories. I hadn't realized he signed a brand deal, but I guess he's raising money for cat shelters by promoting his own line of products and donating the profits. I gotta give him credit, that's impressive. I don't know how old the kid is, but I guess he's a worthwhile adult. Adult. Yeah, right. Mostly because I don't want to think about an adult male coming to see a high school girl whenever he's free. Anyway, I'll write again tomorrow, diary. Marinette. Dear Diary. I found my old Polaroid camera and I brought it to school today. It was fun snapping selfies with the gang, but Alia and Nino took the cutest photo together. I guess I'm slightly jealous. Not in a bad way, but sometimes the reminder that I'm single hits me out of nowhere, and the self-conscious that comes with it is overwhelming. I've just about given up on Adrian as well, and some part of that is just heartbreaking. I don't know how to put it in plain words, but I guess I'm growing up. Good night, diary. Marinette. Dear Diary. I keep finding the kitten in my dresser. I don't ever see her go in when I open the drawers. She just exists in there. I'll go to my desk and hear meowing from behind me, then I'll search high and low only to find her in my sock drawer or something. Like, why? Why, my child? Why? How did you get in there? You know you're going to get stuck, so why do you insist on doing this time and time again? Yeesh. Anyway, not much else happened today. I'll write again tomorrow, diary. Marinette. Dear Diary. I'm sitting here watching the kitten play with one of my hair ties. Adorable, but anything that gets her off my keyboard is a plus, really. She's cute, but not cute enough that she gets to distract me from my homework. Cat Noir does that enough on his own terms. That, and he and I worked on history questions today. I suppose that's one plus to having him here so often. Both of us were stuck on a problem, actually. Can you believe? Oh well. I'll write again tomorrow, diary. Marinette. Dear Diary. So, remember how I don't have a lot of feelings for Adrian? As in, I just have some leftover ones hanging around. Turns out, Adrian is Cat Noir. So, That's a bit confusing. And by confusing, I mean all of a sudden I have a lot of mixed emotions. Like, what in the world? I have too much to say, and yet nothing at all because of how flabbergasted this makes me. So I guess I'll have to condense my thoughts in tomorrow's entry. Diary? I'll write again tomorrow, I guess? If I haven't completely lost my mind? Marinette. Dear Diary, I think what I'm most salty about, after finding out about Adrien/Cat Noir, is that when he was free, he'd hang out with me as Cat and not my classmate. Like, what's with that? Granted, when I did hang out with Adrien, a lot of it was through FaceTime, and Cat Noir hasn't done that to me once. I don't think it clicked as to how nice it was to have him spend time with me in person. Cat, that is. I mean, yeah, he's Adrien, but I'm having a bit of trouble combining the two into one. I'm sure I'll get it down eventually. I am his partner and classmate after all. I'll write again tomorrow, Diary. Marinette. Dear Diary, I realized today that every embarrassing thing I've done in front of Cat Noir was, by default, seen by Adrien Agreste. Right down to the pajama dances. I want to crawl in a hole. We spent the afternoon in my room without talking. I can't say it wasn't awkward when I was getting some stitching done. He just kind of sat on the chase, still wearing his mask despite knowing I know who he is. Maybe it's a comfort thing? Or he has his own set of rules? Well, whatever. I don't care at this point. I'll write again tomorrow, Diary. Marinette. Dear Diary, it's no wonder why Adrien and Cat Noir have the same favorite cream soda. And yes, I'm salty. Can you imagine this happening if I still had a crush on Adrien? I'd melt or something. I mean, yeah, sure, Cat was one of the major factors in my dying feelings, but still, Oh, wait. No, I didn't mean it that way. I don't have a crush on him. I don't. I won't. Marinette. Dear Diary, well, after a solid night's sleep, yesterday's inkling has all but passed. I don't have a crush on Cat Noir. In actuality, I'm a bit miffed with him right now. Yep, that's it. I'm upset with him, and I'm going to stay upset with him for this foreseeable future. Although I won't give up my Mario Kart time with him. Everyone needs someone to crush at that game, after all. Anyway, I'll write again tomorrow, Diary. Marinette. Dear Diary, remember that thing my parents were planning? I just found out about it. Or rather, Ladybug just found out about it. Turns out they're hosting a formal event for Ladybug and Cat Noir at the cafe. Would have been nice to know ahead of time, Dad. Thanks. I'm salty. Cat doesn't know I'm Ladybug, and I've been splitting as soon as the Nakuma is taken care of recently. I wonder if he's suspicious of why at this point. I just feel awkward about this whole thing. Of all the people in Paris, why is he him? I'll write again tomorrow, Diary. Marinette. Dear Diary, then perish. Just kidding. Aldi is here and she was trying to see what I'm writing. I love and trust her, but I can't let her get suspicious about this diary. Sure, I know she's Rena Rouge, but I'm not about to let anyone know I'm Ladybug, even Cat Noir. Then again, I know who he is, so should I tell him? What if he already knows? I mean, maybe that's why he's been spending so much time with me over the last 7 months. It's kind of scary to think about. Not scary in a fearful way, but perhaps intimidating? I don't know how to describe it. Ugh, this is somehow one giant mess. I'll write again tomorrow, Diary. Marinette. Dear Diary, I pretended to be sick today. I know I miss class enough as it is, but didn't want to see Adrien today. He makes me anxious now that I know he's Cat Noir, and we haven't really talked about what happened, which makes it all the more awkward for me. I don't know if I should bring it up or if he will. I'm so ready to not be a teenager anymore. I'll write again tomorrow, diary. Marinette. Dear diary, Adrien doesn't know. Adrien doesn't know that he's Cat Noir. What? Did I miss something? He clearly did, or maybe he isn't Adrien after all, and I'm just crazy. No, there's no way. He's Cat Noir. I'm sure of it. Almost. I mean, I don't want it to be true, but it is. I can't be crazy. I refuse to be. I hope I'm a bit more put together tomorrow, diary. Marinette. Dear diary, well, I confronted Cat Noir about being Adrien today, but I was Ladybug, so... He didn't lie to me, but he wasn't entirely truthful. He dodged the question tactfully with a, "Why, my lady, do my charming good looks remind you of a model?" Ugh, what an idiot. Adrien is certainly much more flamboyant as Cat, isn't he? But it actually makes me laugh when I think about it. He's like that with me as Marinette, too. So I guess he's adopted a persona. Weirdo. Anyway, I'll write again tomorrow, diary. Marinette. Thank you so much for listening. Month 8 compilation is on the way. If you don't want to wait that long, you can find all of the days individually by looking up month 8, day 1, month 8, day 2, etc., etc. Anyway, go ahead and give the artist a follow. Link in the description. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Leave a like, leave a comment, support. Woohoo! If you don't know what to comment, put Dear Diary. I will catch you in the next one. Bye!